Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm audible to all. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. So today we have Asha ji, iPhone. I guess it's PU. Okay, Samardeep ji, Suhan, Sharmila ji, Vikas, Zoom user. Okay, Tajid ji. All right. Yes, thank you for the confirmation. So let's get start with today's session. I hope few of you very excited while you got the post or the WhatsApp. So we'll start with the session, and I guess few more people need to come, but let's complete with the I would say formalities, and then we can start with the session. So yes, the problem statement is the current health system is facing challenges due to the complexity and confusion within the industry. And that's what the problem statement was. And our mission is to build a largest society of Ayurvedic lifestyle. And our vision is to collectively empower every human on this earth to live a meaningful and a disease-free life. So I have something new to, like to offer for, a couple of weeks. Can we go through like when we say the empowerment? So here I thought why not to understand about the futuristic health challenges and what probability of health challenges you can have in future so that we can learn the aspect of medical astrology. So how many of you are, it's free of cost again, need not to pay. But how many of you would like to read your chart if you have date of birth and timing? From the next week, from the next week we can start the series. Okay, so what we required is your date of birth and place of birth and the time of birth. So if you guys have like these three information, so from the next week, every single week we can go through medical astrology. So the purpose of the medical astrology would be to know what health challenges you can have and how you can prevent it in the future. But definitely it will going to be a long series. At least it will take 3 months. So if you are okay with that, so we can start with that, particular series. All right, so let us know in the group and just give your name and email address over the this group so that we can send you the invitation for the separately. Okay, so it is only for those who really wanted to learn those aspects. So that's again the free of cost. So yes, and that is become a part of this, the living the disease free life. Only not only just understanding about what is happening right now, but also able to prevent this in future. So So last time we have spoke about right the Saturn in the fifth house, Saturn in the fifth, sixth house, how it gives the digestive issue, and it's become very difficult to handle the the situations. But with the help of Ayurveda, you can definitely take help of it. We can go with general remedies, but yeah, definitely that will going to help you. All right, so let us know in the group. So yes, these five values in this particular community, that's principle. We are still like follow the principles whatever is been given and suggested in all the ancient sciences. So particularly what we are dealing is not only Ayurveda, so you can call is three dosha, balancing kind of program. So here we also work on the personalization, empowerment, learning and implementation, and health and the well-being. So these are the five values that Arogini works on. Then this program will going to be 60 minutes from now. You take a notes and whatever question you have, you'll have the end of the session. And today I also think you'll have the lots of values based on the information that you're going to get, and hoping the at least 50 to 60% of information is new for you. Okay. So current health challenges and the health challenges, like let's say with aspect of having sugarcane juice or the sugarcane itself. Let's take an example here. Now, it has these vitamins X, Y, Z, A, B, C. You see everything over the internet. That's where, let's say, you come to the loop. Okay, you're suffering with some challenges. Let's say excessive dryness, excessive pitta related problems, excessive heat. That's where you can consume the, the sugarcane juice. Now, what will happen? It will going to get balanced, right? Your vata pitta get balanced if you consume it. But what if you excessively consume it? What will happen? The kapha dosh will increase in the body. The skin disease can start. Okay. If you excessively eat it, have it on the regular basis, you're not able to digest it, not having the proper appetite. Okay. Saturn is sitting in the fifth house, sixth house, where your digestion is weak, being Vata Pitta Prakriti. So, all the challenges you can have. So, what solution is? To balance it. Okay. To balancing it, that's your solution. So, let's get start with the fruit, the family itself, the grass family itself. So, sugarcane. So, in Ayurveda, it is called Ikshu okay, and that's where we get the reference from the ancient script. The quality of the cane is guru, that is heavy to digest. It is lubricating in nature, okay, and bruhan, that means it helps to build the body, means it will help to gain the weight. That's what it means. It taste is a madura in nature taste, it's sweet in taste, it's a cold in potency, and the vipaks, that is a madur. So when the Madhur Vipak is useful, when let's say you have a constipation and you have excessive dryness in the intestine, so that will help to get rid of the stuck mala, that is the constipation condition. It will going to help you. Okay. So as I've said, dosha action, it kapha, it's a vriddhi, that it increases the kapha. Vata pitta shamak, it decreases the vata and pitta. Eating the sugarcane improves the strength of the teeth, and while okay, beating the juice as a mix with saliva, it's become easy to digest. Like you slowly sip the juice, and if you consume it, definitely will define when it comes to juice, how it should get extracted, what are the conditions, everything we're going to discuss. But yes, when you consume it as as it is with your teeth, then it will be more beneficial when it compares to consuming it as a form of juice. So we have the restrictions and contraindication when you should not to consume juices and all. But yeah, that will cover at the end of the session. But hope you got understood this. It's heavy in nature. So what do you people think when you have, let's say, indigestion? Means there is a difference between indigestion and the constipation. Okay. Hope you are getting here. Let's say you have the loose motion. And we know when loose motion happens, when you have excessive pitta in the body, or you have the indigestion, your agni is low, then you can have the loose motion. All right. And that's what more draining the water element from the body. So when agni is already low, do you think that you should consume the sugarcane juice no matter what nutrition it has, what level of nourishment it does? But do you think, let's say, see, when people get in a problem, everything was going all right, something you was doing in very small quantity on regular basis, थोड़ा थोड़ा आप आपके जिंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे थे for a very long time, थोड़ा थोड़ा, and one day it get aggravated, you get constipation, lose motion. Now if you have lose motion, your appetite is low, can you really, will you able to really going to have, right, you felt that, can you able to have it, the sugarcane juice? No, right? So it is purely your decision. You go out, you feel thirsty, you feel no matter what you feel, but look at your appetite, how it is. If it is not, and Ayurveda doesn't allow even to, have the juices when it comes to sugarcane. If somebody is not having teeth, so unfortunately, they cannot have it. So the juice can be there, but yes, there is a condition. Once I consume it, okay, giddiness, like sleep. Yes, why this is? Because of the excess of kapha in the body. What are the attributes of kapha? Laziness in the body. Okay. So let's get into it. So this is helpful when there is a urinary problem like burning sensation, less urine you're having it, kidney stones, blood in urine, etc. In this condition, you can consume the sugarcane juice slowly and steadily. How much? 100 to 200 ml. Okay, it will help to increase the urine output. Okay, hence that can be used as a urinary disorders. So what are the herbal tea that we have recommended? Okay, we haven't got come up with the series of the kitchen spices or the herbs. But anybody have any idea what are the kitchen spices help to get your urine flow properly? Let's say you're diabetic and again you have the kidney issue. You cannot have the juice, right? But what would be the best alternative in that case? Anybody? Coriander seed, right? So coriander seed become ultimate option in such cases where it will help to have the proper flow of urine. But there is a disadvantage. In long run, consuming coriander only. In long run, I am saying it will decreases the shukra dhatu in male. Okay, so that's the problem, and that's why when there is a right time, we use right ingredient in order to solve a particular problem. Okay. Viryavardhak Shukra Dhatu, the juice increases the quality of the semen and increases the breast milk of the lactating women. So that's what the benefit number two that you can get with the juice or the sugar cane. Bowel movements are not clear and can be consumed, but if you lose watery stool, if you have it, you cannot consume it. So let me draw a very quick diagram if you understand. See, this is your stomach. Consider this your intestines. Okay. Now here is already watery, and that's where you're getting loose motions. And now you're pouring the juice, it will not going to get digested. So it's a bad idea. Okay, that will going to be a bad idea. Second option that we have is, let me clear this. This is your intestine again, and you have good digestion, but now you have got stuck your stool here. That's your constipation. Now there is a different types. One is a sticky constipation. Again, it will not useful. Second, that is a dry constipation. Then this will be helpful. Dry ginger powder in the juice so digestion issue won't come. Yes, you can add dry ginger powder, ginger itself. You need not to add dry ginger powder because dry ginger powder is snigdha in nature and sugarcane juice is already snigdha in nature. So you can directly use ginger along with some lemon in it. Okay. So let's say if you have good digestive fire, now what will happen? Because of this fire, what will happen is you will, yeah, what will happen is you'll able to digest it and that fire will help you to digest and your lubrication will happen in the intestine and then you can able to pass stool properly. Is that clear with everybody? You come this with experience. You'll not find it anywhere. Okay, this is how it works. I'll tell you the patient can be the best student and the teacher as well because who suffers these things they can examine properly themselves and you can come to your conclusion. Okay, you if you see Ayurveda first says whatever you consume your appetite should be up. So whatever the question that you people have, those who consult it, what we suggest, you should have some agni. When you pour some food, it should get increased by the afternoon, let's say, and then you get a break and then you'll have the evening meal when the agni is low, so that it will going to get balance. That's where the same concept is here. When your agni is good, you consume in small quantity, it will digest and then it will lubricate the intestine. Otherwise, sugarcane juice will not going to get digested for sure. Okay. And what is the factors not having the digestion? Sleeping late night, then not waking up early in the morning, not having proper physical exercise until you get sweat on your forehead and your armpit. Not because you're about to do the exercise and the fan is not working, the air condition is not working. That's not exercise we are considering here. When we talk about the exercise, that means you're having proper sweat when you do the exercise, not because of the external factor. Hope I'm clear here. Then you become eligible to consume such things. Otherwise, what will happen? You don't do exercise, you consume it, the pitta kapha related problem can get start. I would say mostly kapha related when you get pus formation in the skin. Maybe there might be a burning sensation or there might not be a burning sensation. Hope that is clear. No, Tajiji, you cannot consume it. That's a final answer, but you have to understand why not. We're going to understand it of the end of this, particular session. Okay. Third is bowel movement are not clear. Okay, that's done. Fourth is Rakta Pitta Nashak or Shamak is good for the blood disorders who often suffer with a burning sensation all over the body, who suffer from the burning sensation while urination. Fresh juice reduces the thirst and burning sensation and provide instant energy. This remedy is not given, but I'll give you the remedy today for this particular situation. You'll feel that some people get thirsty in the summer season for no reason. Okay, they drink lots of water, they get bloated, and even they eat any food that doesn't get digested. Ayurveda says when you have this situation in summer season, you have to treat this first. How many of you have experienced this in your life? In summer, for few days, you feel thirsty a lot. You drink lots of water, still your stomach don't get satisfied. Even you drink water very slowly and steadily. You want lots of water you drink, your appetites go down, okay? But still you face the challenges. I don't know how many of you have faced this, or anybody have faced this issue. So whenever you see the people who is suffering with these challenges, okay, okay, so definitely. Now the pews, okay. So now your Saturn is in the fifth house. Now let's say I don't remember the position of the rest of the planets. Now let's say you feel thirsty, you drink lots of water, your Agni becomes down. Your Agni will go down. And what will happen? You'll not able to digest food properly. That's where the loose motion will start. Hope you could connect with what I said. Okay. And when not get properly done this, then stomach pain, not having proper motions, foul smell, all the problems people face. So that is called as Trishna Rog in Ayurveda. There are lots of remedies, but if we are talking about this particular sugarcane juice, you have to gargle this. Or you can just do gandush of it, gandush or kaval. You can simply keep the sugarcane juice in the mouth. You don't have to drink it. Just keep it in the mouth and rotate it. That's it. Once it is done, you can throw after 7 to 10 minutes. Hope that is clear with everybody. Anybody who get the Trishna Rog. Am I clear here? Okay. Yes. So here what we are talking about the Rakta Pitta Vyadhi. That means when you have the burning sensation and excessive dryness in the body. That's where this will helpful for this body type. But definitely there is some physical exercises that we are expecting from such body type. Then in jaundice anemia can be consumed. It increases all the dhatus. So it it increases all the tissues in your body. Ras, Rakta, Mas, Med, Asti, Majja, Shukra. So this help to increases all the tissues in your body. That's where it helps to gain the weight. Those who are tried due to excessive sun exposure during summer, Mandagni people should avoid this. As I've said, when you have loss of appetite, it improves the strength to the cardiac muscles and improve the cardiac functioning. Why? Because when you consume this juice, it improves your rasadhatu. I repeat, when you drink the sugarcane juice in a limited quantity, it improves your rasadhatu. And rasadhatu has a direct impact in your heart. So it is not always necessary people will die heart attack due to cholesterol only. They could die because of excessive vata in the body as well. That is excessive dryness. That where sugarcane juice will help or the sugarcane will help. See, whenever I say juice, that means I'm imagining you and you also imagining yourself you're sitting somewhere and slowly and steadily consuming it with respect of whatever body type you have or whatever current condition you have, with respect of the timing, okay, with respect of your vikruti, everything together. That's how you live the conscious living. Okay. In the kapha dosha skin disease should not consume. It the vata pitta skin disease can consume. Asthma, allergy, rhinitis, cold and cough, all diseases related to kapha should avoid it. Decoction of the roots of the sugarcane juice of 50 ml help to relieve intestinal worms. Root will help to relieve intestinal worms, but sugarcane juice will increase the intestinal worms. Hope Tajit ji, I have answered your question here when you should not have it. Okay. And also for the asthma and this, challenges. You notice that? Okay, that's great. So sugarcane, a special note, the juice taken out of the machine is vikrut and create diseases and becomes acidic in nature and become more guru in the nature and vishtambi. That means it will create a constipation now. And that's where it should be eaten rather than the juice. Type new in the chat box if that is new for you. This information is not for this summer, it's for entire life. If you take the juice and drink it, it will increase more pitta, you feel dull, you feel vomiting sensation, okay? And that's where Ayurveda do not suggest to have the juice form. Instead, have it properly. If you're having juice, okay, let me just cover this. Diabetic people with overweight should not consume the sugarcane, will increase the kapha dosha. So strictly no for the diabetic patient, except the people who are vata dominated diabetic people. How many of you have seen the lean people but they are diabetic? Patle hai but diabetic hai. And they get diabetic because of the stress, because of the increase of the vata in their body, not because of the food. Okay. So these people can consume in very small quantity. How much? 30 to 50 ml. That's it. So whenever you have the juice, when you consume the juice, you're making sure that both the end of the cane you cut properly. You just get rid of the external things, and then you can have properly extract juice from the wooden juicer, and you find rarely you'll get it. Now you see the iron juicers. What they people do is they just wash it or may not wash it. They directly take it and they just put in the machine. What happen in between that? Whatever mala is there of juice, sugarcane as well, means the waste material of the sugarcane itself is deposited there. That increases the vikruti in the body. So what is the best thing to consume it? Ending the both ends, then you know getting rid of the external things, cut it into pieces and chew it properly. This is the standard method to consuming the sugarcane juice. Please type clear in the chat box, and so that I could understand you're getting me. I don't know what is going on behind the cameras. You guys are sleeping, some might like having some their dinners, and maybe ice cream, maybe sugarcane juice by the time we are like having this particular session. Okay, if not sugarcane juice, then when we go out in the sun and feel need of some energized water that should consume, we usually assume sugarcane juice the best summer. Understand the science behind it. What is the, you can go with the, if you get the raw belful juice outside, you can consume it. Otherwise, you can carry your nimbu pani max, your own. मटके का पानी लो, उसमें नींबू पानी डालो, कैरी विथ योर बॉटल, मिल्टन का जो आता है, यू कैन कंज्यूम इट. बाहर देखा मैंने लाइक हाउ मच सिरप दे ऐड, द शुगर सिरप इफ यू सी, जो पुदीना वुदीना सब लेके बैठते हैं. इमेजिन दैट लाइक हाउ मच शुगर दे पोर इन दैट. शुगर सिरप होता है उनके पास, राइट? इफ यू हैव सीन दैट, I just went just to have it like couple of days back. And then I realized, okay, how much sugar cane? I said, like, I just saw it and just, okay, I just, बुझ गई प्याज बुझ गई वहीं पे. ठीक है. So better you consume, you carry by your own if such things are happening. Or you can consume matke ka pani, that is also sufficient. It will do the job. Yeah. So while consuming the sugar juice outside, make sure that you're cutting the front जो मैंने बताया यहाँ पे, or scrap out the skin and then take out the juice, ginger, lemon to make it digestive, not ginger powder. For the people suffering with acidity, can avoid ginger drink. Drink and drink it sip by sip. After sunset, it should not be consumed during after afternoon between 3 to 5 p.m. can be consumed. Then, yeah, after lunch or dinner, it should not be consumed. Since it increases the kapha dosha in the body, if you consume uh, like even your lunch and dinner, it increases the kapha dosha in the body. And if you drink this, definitely it will create a sort of constipation. And baddhata means where it will be stuck in your system. It will not going to get rid of easily. So you make sure that you'll not do these mistakes. So I guess, yeah, we have done this in 35 minutes, I guess, 5 minutes for the music, including 30 minutes. So now whatever questions you guys have, you can raise your hand or maybe you can unmute. Yeah, you can unmute. Or yes, in the chat box as well, people can ask their questions. Anybody have any question? Like, how many days can we drink sugarcane juice? So it varies, Narenji. It varies when with respect of the condition of the person. And if you're doing physical exercises on the regular basis, then we can expect, and you don't have a diabetic condition, then 100 ml you can have it, not a problem. Okay, 100 ml you can have it, not a problem. And better to consume it somewhere in the afternoon when the appetite is in the peak, if you don't feel to it anything. So that way you can consume. Can we add chia seeds and turmeric seeds in water and drink? Again, my question would be that, like, why you want to add chia seed and turmeric in the water before you consume it? Consume it. Like, if we are clear with that, so definitely we can discuss on it. So yes, Tajiji, you can unmute.
नमस्ते।
Namaste ji.
आपने अभी कहा ना एलर्जीज के बारे में, सो आई वुड
हाँ.
लाइक टू शेयर एन इंसिडेंट। मेरे ही तरह मेरे बेटे को भी एलर्जीज है, एंड वी लाइक इट कम्स फ्रॉम ऑब्जर्वेशन, एज यू सेड कि पेशेंट इज द बेस्ट टीचर, राइट? सो इट इज लाइक परफेक्टली ट्रू इन माय सन्स केस। उसको द मोमेंट ही ड्रिंक्स शुगर केन जूस, विद इन हाफ एन आवर हिज एलर्जी ट्रिगर्स, mucus extra बनने लग जाएगा, he starts coughing, he starts sneezing. So, and sugarcane used to be his favorite, and now he is supposed to stop having sugarcane juice. So it's a fact. I mean, it's an observation which even I've observed.
Okay, so you now, if Tajid, you just tell me that, like, understanding the logic behind it, and then like last time, as I've said, in Gita is already mentioned. So if you have the control over the mind, that will hold the emotions, and the emotions will hold the senses. And having right logic, you can means deal with the situation, even you are in that particular situation. So you feel very thirsty, max, what you can do, you can drink water which is normal water or matke ka pani. But you may avoid these situations, right, outside. And nowadays everybody outside, they're having their machines.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what it is. So hope you got it, why you shouldn't consume the sugarcane juice. And one thing that this might not be relevant to this topic, but when we say the external factors, so since we are dealing with Vastu, astrology, from the next week, definitely closely, we are be dealing with the past pending karmas, right, for the Monday sessions, once we come with completing the Swar Vigyan. So, what do you think, how the Vastu is impact the Kapha dosha in your case when you are in the home or when you are outside the home?
It is a big observation once again. The moment I'm out of the house, it may be anywhere, maybe for a week or a day or a two. The first thing that I observe is change in my energy levels. I have more energy as compared to what I have at my home where there is a vastu problem. Secondly, the mood is very, very good when I am out of the house. And thirdly, I face very less health issues with whatever I get to eat to fill up my stomach. The sleep quality is also better. And I feel as if some burden has gone away from my thought process as well. And physically, I would not say, but I would say mentally, some burden has gone away.
Right. So means do you means accept this point that how the like supportive even science that we are using that matters,
Yeah, it does.
and and still the condition is such where we cannot do anything until we shift
Yes,
it, right?
yes, yes.
So thank you, Tajiji, for your views. Thank you. Yeah. So okay, there is a question. Same things happen to me as well with the sugarcane juice most of the time. Yeah. Okay, so on. It's at afternoon time between 3 to 5. Will our appetite is top at the time? It's not 3 to 5 at the time. It's 10 to 1. Even I don't suggest to have their meal some on 2 p.m. But you can, as per Ayurveda, one can have the liquid diet in between those hours, since that is a Vata period. Um, Adequate exercise. Then can we have the bit sugar cane, half cane once a week? Yeah, that's not a problem. If exercise is good, the appetite is good, there is no other health challenges, absolutely all right, not a problem. Okay. So organic, inorganic could be the issue for the people, but rarely you find the organic sugar cane. So yeah. Anybody else? I have a question about COVID shield effect. I know not a topic for, but question is running in my mind for the last few days. So if talk about the COVID shield, so I definitely I myself did not have this any vaccines, so I couldn't able to relate with it exactly what exactly happened when in a dosha level when it comes to the COVID vaccinations. Okay, so I cannot exactly relate with it, so I may not able to answer exactly like how it going to affect in long run in a dosha level. Yeah. Okay, so those who are like enrolling for medical astrology from next week that we are planning. So let us know your name and uh, I would say your email address in the group itself so that we can send you the invitation. Okay, the purpose of the medical astrology is to preventing the future scenarios, whatever current health challenges that you are facing, and understanding why the problem is. Let's say in your birth chart, you don't find any health challenges. So that because of your vastu. That may be because of, if we talk about the modern aspect, that because of your mobile number, that because of your chronology. So we're discussing with, definitely we'll have the chronologist here in the call in coming week. So the people who's, I may not say, I shouldn't be say here, but people who like coming with double E in their name, they mostly suffer with digestive issues. But I am not the right person, talk about the chronology. That's where I'm not going to just say, but whatever I'm learning from him and whatever he'll going to educate us, so that basis I'm telling you. So yes, there is chronology impact and everything has an impact, and we're trying to address, like, find from where the problem is coming, whatever health challenges you're having. So first thing that you'll go, you always check with your birth chart. Is it because of written in the birth chart? Then you can go with the remedies. Otherwise, there are the external factors that you need to look upon if it is not given in your birth chart for sure. Okay. So I guess this is it for today. And let me know if you have any question, or we can close the session in a minute. Okay. So I guess this is not, there's no question. But definitely, whatever experience you have, please do share with us so that we can either active the group. I don't know, like, definitely we don't frequently post anything, but due to whatever the priorities with work, but definitely you people can just share your views so that we can at least put some short videos over the group so that people can get something out of whatever we discuss over here. Okay. So I guess that's it for today. And if you have any question, please drop this in the group. So we'll happy to answer you. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining today's session. We'll see you in the next week.